People, 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 people. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. First thing that is popping in the news, people, it is official. The ghost of ex-Popo officer Shelly Ann Allen, it is about to be cooked by the feds. The feds, they are not wasting any sorts of time in putting justice into play. Now people, for those of you that don't know, here is a backstory. On February 3rd of 2022, Mrs. Allen, she was said to be coming from the Montego Bay airport. She landed in the Fort Lauderdale airport. She was searched, secondary search. It is said that she had cocoa in her bra, in her cavity, and also 90 pellets of cocoa, estimated amount over 1 key, 2.2 pounds in excess of that. She was arrested, she was charged February 3rd. Fast forward, April 2022, 2 months later, she pled guilty. She pled guilty to the importation, trafficking, conspiracy of cocoa. So people, watch what is going on. Arrested February 2nd. Pled April 2022, 2 months later. She will be sentenced on the 15th of June 2022, 2 months later. So people, what this tells you, the feds, they are not playing. They are not delaying. They are putting down the hammer real fast. Now people, if you know anything about the feds and their sentencing guideline, you would know that they have a 97+% conviction rate. And most of those 97%, it is persons who have plea bargain. There's a thing that is called let's make a deal, save yourself, swim or sink. What this means is that if you take any of these cases to trial and you lose, you could get the maximum sentence. If you plea bargain early, you are going to get a reduction on that sentence. There's also a thing that is called save yourself. That means the people, the big fish that gave you this cocoa or gave you this drugs. Just tell us what you know about them. Give us information. So therefore we could get to the head of the snake. Don't know if that applies as it pertains to Shelly Ann Allen. However, more than likely it does. So people, when she took all of this into consideration, she had no choice, because she knew that this was an open and shut case. She would have been convicted either way, and she might have gotten her indictment superseded. That means them could have put on bigger charges. So therefore, she took the less of all of the evils, point blank and period. Based on information, it is said that she is expected to get, or not expected, she can get a maximum of 40 years in the federal institution. Now people, if you understand anything about the justice system as it pertains to the feds, it is not day and night equal 2 day. It is not parole. It is 85%. So people, if we do the maths, 85% of 40 years is going to be 30-something years. Simple mathematics. Does not take any sort of maths genius. However, people, I doubt that this lady is going to get 40 years, because I think that this is her first time, even though it is importation, even though it is a Class A drugs cocoa. She might get about 5 years, maybe 8 years. And the fact that she is a law enforcement officer beat that in Jamaica, which does not really count for much, because I realize, listen, Popo or Jamaica, them have a very corrupt reputation. The ones that are corrupt are very corrupt. The good officers out there, this is not a diss to you all, However, your reputation is stink right now as it pertains to the JCF locally and internationally. Now people, like me say, this lady, Paw officer, she's been doing this for a very long time. This is not her first paradas. However, more than likely, it is going to be her last, especially in America. She will never, ever, 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 ever get the opportunity to go back to America ever again after her sentence, after her time, after her imminent deportation. However, that is the least of her problem right now. The thing that she is facing, 40 years, and rightfully so. Point blank and period. Now before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source, and I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. And also, please subscribe to this channel, and when you subscribe, please press the notification bell or icon, and also press all in the option. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is the controversy as it pertains to the decision of the DPP, Paula Llewellyn. As it pertains to that Rasta girl, Nzinga, whose hair was said to have been cut by a Popo officer working in that station in which she was held. Now people, after long drawn out, tedious process, the DPP made a decision that was not favorable to the Rasta girl. She said that the Rasta girl had a whole lot of inconsistent statements. The Rasta girl had a couple of persons, being inmate, being friends, that said that she had threatened that she was going to cut her hair, and even people in the station claim say, as she pull out, cut out, whatever the case is, she take out the hair whichever way that she did it. Now people, like I said, the decision was a long time in the making. And when the decision came, persons were surprised. Persons were mostly disappointed because they thought that it was an open and closed case. So therefore, it did not take an expert to say our hair get cut out by whoever. Now people, after the DPP made that decision, she has been getting a whole lot of backlash. People are saying that this only proves once again that she is unjust. She only looks out for the best interest of rich people. However, poor people are not going to get the benefit of the doubt. Now the latest thing is that we see that the Public Defender's Office, they have come up with their findings, their decision, and their decision, it is conflicting, it is contrary to what the DPP has to say. Now people, like them always said, there are always 2 to 3 sides to every story. The DPP side, the Public Defender side, and then there is the truth. What is the truth? Based on what the Public Defender's Office is saying, the officer implicated, that was the person that was said to have cut that young lady's hair, she should be charged. Most of all, they said that the lady here was obviously cut. She never picked it out, she never cut it out. She also questioned the fact that how is it that there was no record kept of every day, half of the year, quarter of the year gone. There was no sorts of record of that. And even most disturbing, and this is based on what her lawyer also had to say, some of those persons that were given conflicting evidence against Nzinga were inmates in the institution. And people, we know say sometimes people lock up, them have ulterior motive. Most significantly, them want freedom, them want time off. So therefore, they will do stuff that is in their best interest. So therefore, they will collaborate the story of the DPP or the Popo because they feel as if there was something in it for them, as in freedom. So people, the moral of the story is this. the DPP is saying that it is already conclusive, pretty much. There won't be any sorts of changes. It is an exercise in futility. That means that the DPP is saying that the Public Defender's Office is being malicious. They just want to sound as if they are doing their job. However, it is an exercise in futility because of the amount of inconsistencies, the amount of things that are not credible that was said by this person. Enzinger, people like me say, there's always 2 to 3 sides to every story. The DPP in this case, the Public Defender's Office, and the truth. What is the truth? Do you think that this lady will ever get any sorts of justice? Do you think that the DPP is biased? Do you think that the Public Defender's Office even have a case? Or they're just trying to be conflicting of what the DPP office is saying? Because people, like we say, these are 2 different bodies, the DPP office and the Public Defender's Office, that are on the opposite spectrum, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.